Freedom is priceless. It's worth fighting for as long as it takes, and that's how long we're going to be with you, Mr. President, for as long as it takes.
This week marks 1 year since Russia first invaded Ukraine. You just heard President Biden pledging the U.S. will stand with Ukraine for the long haul. During his previously unannounced visit to the country's war-torn capital today, amid signs of waning support at home for U.S. military aid to Ukraine, the president also announced a new weapons package funded by your tax dollars. The U.S. has appropriated more than $112 billion in defense, economic, and humanitarian aid to Ukraine since the war with Russia started a year ago this week. Just today, during a visit with Ukraine's president in the country's capital city, President Biden promised another $500 million more.
The Ukrainians are now pushing back and taking back up to 50% of what the Russians took in the initial push. It is working.
But new research shows support stateside is softening. An Associated Press poll shows American support for supplying weapons or funds to Ukraine, accepting Ukrainian refugees, or imposing economic sanctions against Russia has declined since last spring. Also, polling this month from ABC News and The Washington Post finds 33% of Americans say the U.S. is doing too much for Ukraine. That's up from 14% last spring, and after many Republicans have insisted the U.S. won't give Ukraine a blank check.
That is an argument that this White House strongly rejects. They note that Ukraine isn't getting everything they have asked for.
Local Congressman John Garamendi just returned from the Ukrainian border. He tells us the president's visit is a powerful show of support for Ukraine.
By going to Kyiv, as he did today, he is taking that message of unity, that message of solidarity and determination to Ukraine, as well as to our partners in Western Europe, the NATO countries and the European Union.
And he says the visit comes during a time surrounding countries fear they are next to be attacked by Russia.
These countries know that is what Putin intends to do.
This as Ukraine presses for more weapons from the West, including F-16 fighter jets. Senator Lindsey Graham's calling on the U.S. to hand them over and start training Ukrainian pilots, though experts say it could represent a major escalation of U.S. support in the war.
Don't worry about provoking Putin. Let's make sure we beat Putin in Ukraine.
This Friday night, there will be a rally at the state capitol building in support of the Ukrainian people and to honor the memory of those who died in the war. It's hosted by Sacramento-based nonprofit, the Ukrainian American House, and the Consulate General of Ukraine. We're told former U.S. Special Envoy to Ukraine, Kurt Volker, will also be there. It starts at 6. We'll have coverage of this event on air and online at abc10.com.